Yo, what's going on guys? Havoc and I'm back, and welcome to Brawl Stars Mythbusters. Kind of. Okay, over the past couple of years we've been testing myths the community has submitted, but somewhere around episode 10 things started to evolve more into a glitch showcase. But instead of changing the title, I wanted to do one last episode of Brawl Stars Mythbusters and announce that I'll probably be rebooting the series as top glitches of the month or something along those lines. So don't worry, I'll still be making these videos just in a different format. Of course though, feel free to comment any suggestions down below. And one final thing, I want to thank today's sponsor, World of Demons. We'll get more into that later, but for now, let's test some myths.
Let's do this.
Myth. After a match, if you record and slow down the clip, it says you have 999 of everything. Myth confirmed. Okay, this happens for like a quarter of a millisecond. It's super easy to miss. In fact, if you would have never slowed down the clip, you would have probably not noticed it at all. I mean, perhaps if you have a good eye, maybe, but I mean, it's just, no. That's actually pretty cool and props to whoever found it. I'm not exactly sure why the game does this, but I assume that the game sort of temporarily puts numbers in your account so that it doesn't have to memorize what you had during a match. So then when you come back, it gives you back everything you had. I don't know, I'm just assuming it's like a memory saver type of thing. Myth, legends, play World of Demons. Nice segue. I want to thank today's sponsor who just released a brand new sword hack and slash action game available right now called World of Demons. You start off as a samurai in a world full of yokai where you and your minions embark on a mission to fight evil where you'll eventually face the fearsome Shuten Dojai. Hope I said that correct. But don't worry, as you play you'll find tons of loot, weapons, learn new abilities, partner up with allies, and can recruit over 100 different yokai to help you in your journey. Each and every yokai and samurai has their own special abilities and combos, but don't worry, it's easy to get used to for first timers, but hard to master. Over 15 hours of playtime and 16 main stages with more bonus stages and side missions. You'll definitely want to subscribe to Apple Arcade and get to slashing using the link down below. Because it is a Apple Arcade game, you get to play on your iPhone, iPad, Mac, and even an Apple TV. That's crazy. And also there's one more thing. World of Demons just released their own soundtrack on streaming platforms. It contains 8 of their most dankest songs. As usual, links will be down below for that as well. Of course, if you want to know more about the game and look at different screenshots of the game and the setting, I'll leave the links down below for their social medias. Again, thanks to World of Demons for sponsoring this video. Now, back to some myths. Myth. If you jump into a patch of skulls and are surrounded by them, bots won't know where you are. Myth. This will pretty much work with any brawler that can jump. Just gotta make sure you only destroy the skull you'll be jumping at, and voila. Now the reason why this is a myth is because bots sort of have an idea of where you are. They just don't know how to get to you. You can see this because bots will just linger around you trying to find a way to cross the walls, which they can't. It sort of confuses them. They don't shoot or anything, they just walk around trying to figure out how the heck do I get to him. Once you open up a path to them though, they'll suddenly spot you again and proceed to do whatever bots do. Myth. You can bypass the limit of an object in Map Maker if you clear what you placed down, put the item somewhere else, clear again, undo until the original placement appears, then redo until the new one appears. Myth confirmed. This one is pretty cool. I'm actually impressed. The limit for boxes is 50, or should I say, was. Because with this trick, I ended up putting 100 boxes down and then 150. Whoa. Now, I'm sure some of you have seen this somewhere, and it's pretty straightforward once you get the hang of it. You can even go further than 150 boxes. If you want to do the trick again, you can go 200 boxes, 250, 300, I don't know. The sky's the limit here. You can also save the map as long as you have these spawn points, which is pretty cool. You have to keep in mind though that once you save, not all the boxes will appear in a match. Because no matter how many boxes you have in a map, the limit for a showdown match is around 20 or 30. I could be wrong, I'm just wild guessing here, but it's definitely under 50. I also tried this with teleporters, and yes, it works. You can fill the map with teleporters if you wanted. I mean, if you have that time. But the only downside is this one won't save. It's a pretty neat trick though. Myth. If you block the teleport with a sprout wall, the player teleporting will spawn near it instead. Myth confirmed. This one is fairly simple, and I think a lot of you have seen it before one way or another. It's really easy to try. I actually tried it without the walls first, but I wasn't satisfied with the results, so I surrounded one of the ports with a wall, and yes, you just happen to spawn wherever the game is available to put you, which is outside of the walls since you can't spawn at the port or on top of the walls. I also tried this with more walls, and it still works. Myth. You can do the Daryl pool glitch with Colette, but the end results are a lot cooler. Myth busted. It wasn't that cool. I'm kidding. Myth confirmed. Yes, it's pretty similar to the Daryl glitch, but this one, man, it is a lot more exciting because Colette dashes faster than Daryl, so when she returns and destroys all those walls, it happens extremely quick. But I wanted to take things to the next level because, you know, it wasn't dank enough. I have to make it more dank. So we ended up replacing some of the walls with tree trunks for the added effect of bats. Shout out to the map creator for helping. The outcome was great. Unfortunately, my live gameplay got corrupted due to low space on my iPad, and even though the replay was great, there seems to be less bats than there was in the live match. So I guess you have to take my word for it. If you try this by yourself with some friends of course, you'll see a lot more bats, but it's pretty much the same thing. It was really hard to try, but it was super fun. Myth. If you teleport a mortar before it shoots, it'll snipe an enemy half across the map. Myth confirmed. I think this one is pretty old, so some might hate me for including this one, but hey, I didn't know, so somebody out there might find this cool. All you gotta do is throw a mortar into a portal and the rest is done by itself. I believe this happens because the mortar is locked onto the enemy already, so when it's on its way to the other side, it shoots that shot it was supposed to even though the enemy is half across the map. Pretty cool. Myth. If you change your language to Bahasa Malaya, I hope I said that correct, some of the buttons in the main menu and shop will be in different positions or swapped. Mythbusters. Alright, I looked at both pages from top to bottom, left to right, southwest to northeast, and I couldn't find a single button that was in a different area. It all looked exactly the same besides of course the language, and yeah, this one is busted. Myth. Spike's default pin has a tongue. Myth confirmed. Okay, I left this one for last because it's really stupid, but how many of you knew that Spike's emote has a tongue? Sorry, I meant pin. The reason it may not be super obvious is because the tongue is sort of hard to see unless you have a big screen or a phone that has really bright colors. I, for myself, had to double check to make sure. I play on my iPhone and I checked and I couldn't see it, so then I went on my iPad and there it was. Spike's pin has a tongue, it's just barely there, you can almost not see it. So guys, I think that should be it for this episode of Brawl Stars Mythbusters. Like I said in the beginning of the video, this might be the last episode and I might make this into a different series where we talk about glitches because that's what we've been reviewing the entire time for the past 4 episodes. So yeah, I'm not 100% certain, so things could change. I could still continue this series, I have no clue. So just let me know down below what you guys want me to do and what's the best approach to this if you have any ideas. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching. Havoc Gaming out. Peace!